Wagwan. It's your humble host, Big Truck. Hey, yo, shout out to my man, Average Man Unplugged. He's doing an amazing thing. Go to the King's channel and show him some love. Subscribe to his channel. Conversation and reviews. So, peep game. He got some things to say. I have some things to say. And then the spirit of the universe is going to take us home. So, without further ado, grab your shoulder pads and your helmet and let's get this work. Let's go.
Legends of Street. That's a walking legend right there. Legendary. They whisper about him in corners.
Very interesting to me is that I would never, ever, ever understand why men insist on arguing with a woman.
And I will never, ever, ever, ever understand why women insist on starting arguments they can't win. Let's just be honest. That's what you're really mad about. You mad because you losing these arguments.
They get mad when they get exposed in an argument. They ass get exposed, they ass get checked, and the mirror is placed right in front of their asses, and they got to look at themselves in that damn mirror, even when they don't want to.
Another thing I hate is a feminine man that want to argue with you all the time. I hate that. I hate when people question me. I hate when people act like they pressing me. I hate when people act like they checking me.
I hate the way you sound. You sound annoying. Fake ass hair, eyelashes, nigger lips.
I hate that. I hate that.
And then y'all wonder why these children in school cursing out the teachers, acting unruly, why they grow up to disrespect authority, get into all kinds of trouble.
And only women want to be able to disrespect you without getting any kind of pushback.
Only in the mind of a woman could it be that I can disrespect you, but you better not say nothing back to me. I have noticed this pattern since I was a child. Anytime a woman, be it if she arguing with a man, if it's a woman arguing with another woman, if it's an older woman arguing with a younger woman, if they disrespect you, they want you to take it. But if you don't take it, somehow, some way, that is disrespectful, even though they initiated the disrespect.
A lot of it comes from their childhood. The things that they've learned, the things that they've seen. And it's sad that a large number of women behave this way. And let your boy keep it a buck. A large number of black women behave this exact same way because we see it in the way that they move. We see it in the way that we see it in their behavior. But here's the thing. Newsflash. You think that you can come talk to me any old kind of way and I not say anything? No, I'm going to get in your ass. I'm going to get in your ass so deep, so knee deep. You're going to think your cycle started. Toxic, you bitter, you angry, you stupid, you slow. You can't comprehend nothing. You in your own way. Selfish, conniving, deceitful, ignorant, lying, low value.
That is a crazy way to live life. That's a crazy way to live life.
I don't know about you, but that sounds like narcissism to me. You know, that word that women like to use to describe men all the time. This is why when you hear women like you heard in the intro, I don't understand why men argue with women. And then they want to call you sassy and feminine and yada. That's because these women want to be able to talk to you any kind of way, and they want you to make them feel like they're right and winning every single fucking argument.
Bullshit. Not me. I'm not going to be that guy. And the thing is, men, don't you be that guy. Now, you have some simps out there that are that guy.
What are the biggest problems in modern relationships?
I used to kind of yell at my boyfriend sometimes, and then one day he was just like, you can't do that anymore. That takes all the respect out of the relationship. I listened to him and it made our relationship better. I'm all the more happy for it. People don't respect each other. Be willing to listen.
What do you think caused the shift in you to be like, I shouldn't yell at him anymore, I should change something?
I respect him too much and I love him too much to lose him.
And shout out to that brother for finally growing a pair, because let me tell you something. If he would have did that and that woman would have decided to leave, that right there would have told you that she really didn't like him. But the fact that he stood up for himself and she said, all right, I'm going to work on that. And it goes to show you she actually really do fuck with him. It's just that he was letting that bad behavior slide for a long time.
Yeah, and not checking it. And see, no, you got to be able to check that thing at the door. Modern feminist women will deliberately go there just to see how far you will let them go.
The biggest reasons why women don't like to take advice from men is because there's no more conversation after it. See, once men give advice, that means we're expecting you to implement action. And we're talking, go do it. But women would rather not solve problems, instead sit around and wallow in their own self-pity, anger, and frustration. Because truth be told, once all the problems are solved, what is the need for so much conversation anymore? And the other truth of the matter is as it pertains to that need, there won't be.
The men that are good men do not care when women talk shit about the men that are disgusting.
We do not care that y'all want to talk shit about shitty men. We don't. It's when you want to treat us and to hold us accountable for them. That's when we have a problem. When you're saying all men, no, the ones you fuck with.
Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Not only that, here's another one. When you have one woman that speaks for all women, I can give two fucks about all women. I'm dealing with you. Gonna fuck around and find out the hard way.
That's just another example of a woman that doesn't want any pushback, because this is something that women like to do too. Oh, if it don't apply, let it fly type of deal. Okay, why do women have so much trouble doing that?
So now they're triggered. Now they bothered. They take what they want to hear and they fucking run 8 miles with it, instead of listening to the whole thing and having an open mindset and being realistic and understanding.
Don't deal with women and how they nag because y'all like men, but it is exhausting. It's emotionally exhausting dealing with a woman who's highly neurotic, highly disagreeable. Everything bothers her. Nothing is ever good enough. She has a problem with every minuscule thing that pops up, and then she just exaggerates problems and issues to the point to where the only thing you want to do is get away from her. And that's a very real thing that a lot of men experience. I've dealt with it, and as I said, it's not in.
Even I've dealt with it. I was married to her for 14 months. But here's the thing. You got to get down to the root. And once you get down to the root, and you will come to find out that, she suffers from childhood issues, childhood trauma, daddy issues. Now we getting somewhere. And because she never dealt with that, never got help for it, counseling meaning, because they never got help for it, look what happens in their adult life. It shows up. Their past will show up in their adult life. It will show up in their social life, and we see it.
Intuitive when you deal with a woman after you've dealt with a woman like that and you move on to another woman is just heuristics. You already know, I've seen this before. I've seen this story before. This woman is going to be a headache. And that's essentially what we try to get away from. These women are migraines, and they created a lot of issues over the simplest things. You can't even communicate effectively with them because they're not willing to listen. They're not willing to understand, and they don't see the flaws in the things that they do wrong.
I'm trying to attract a high value man. And the second I saw that he wasn't a high value man, I have no reason to be talking to someone that isn't when I'm a high value woman.
What the fuck makes you a high value woman? There's nothing about you that I'm sorry. There's nothing about that woman that makes her high value. Stop saying things when you don't do it. Stop saying things when you're not on that level. I want a high value man, but you're not a high value woman.
Not even the potential to be, though?
He definitely has the potential, but I think us women and men mature at different rates. I think he was more immature than I thought he was.
How so? What about him was immature?
Okay, basically, my friend sent me his Tinder, and that gave me the ick.
Wait, hold on. But you said that you were seeing other people, too.
Yes, but not seriously.
She walks right into this one. Here you go.
Were you sleeping with him?
No.
Then why? Hold on. You're saying during the entire period of time you were seeing him, you didn't sleep with anybody else?
Yeah, no.
So why would you be seeing other people?
Just to be open to other people, not put all your eggs into one basket, but...
So it's an ick for him to have Tinder.
Dumbass. That is what the fuck he's doing. The exact same thing. Not putting all of his eggs in one basket, seeing what type of options is out there. It's okay for you to do it, but it gives you the ick when he do it. Sit your ass down.
And to be exploring his options and to be seeing other women. But if you're doing the exact same thing, that's okay.
I've been a millionaire for 20 years, and today we're telling women's dating secrets. Dating as a woman, you have to create speculation of your value. You have to say things that make people believe that you're high value, so that way someone will believe them and pursue you. And you win if someone continues to believe those things long enough until they have feelings for you. And I can tell you that everything that women say online about how they're high value and a man should provide, and that they're picky and choosy and have standards is all a lie. Because every time
it is, all you have to do is just sit back and watch how they move. If you sit back and observe and you listen, you can tell they're full of shit. It's copy and paste conversation. They just saying something that the last person done said. They ain't about that life. They ain't meaning that shit. They ain't, man, a large number of modern feminist women are struggling. They claiming to be something that they're not, and they actions show. And they get mad when you call them out on it, like you're not supposed to call them out on their bullshit. But hey, it's accountability, baby.
Wealthy man who makes millions of dollars a year meets one of these women. These girls do all the kinkiest shit. They do all the texting first. They're competitive. They do all the pursuing of the man. They drop all of their integrity to have a shot at a man with money. It's all a lie. Follow for more dating tips.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm really starting to grow tired of the term high value man, especially when it comes out of a woman's mouth, because 9 times out of 10, she really just means a high earner. And then she said that women mature faster than men. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to disagree with that strongly, because when you consider things like, for example, women want men to give them all the grace in the world because they know they're going to make mistakes, but y'all can't do the same thing for men. There are certain things that y'all want men to do for y'all because, let's be honest, it kind of comes off like you lack a little bit of maturity. It's like you can't sit over here and say that, but then on the other hand say, I require this, and this from you because I'm incapable of it. But then at the same time, y'all want to act like y'all more mature than men. That's what I can't wrap my head around. That really doesn't make any sense to me.
It's so tough. Why are men expected to accept female hormones, but women won't accept male hormones?
Wow. That's a really good question. That makes me so ignorant, but I've definitely been like, wow, what a horny man. But I've been like, oh, my period, I'm so mean. Okay, wow. Okay. That's a good question. I don't know. I'm ignorant to that one.
I love his questions because he hit you with one and come back with another. And it kind of fucks you up, but it's real. All of his questions are logic questions. It's just like, dang, you've never heard it before. Let's continue.
Play by the same set of rules.
I fully agree. Men's mental health does matter. That said, why aren't they making it matter, right? Why is it a women's job to make it matter? While they're spending all of their time criticizing us and judging us for the communities and spaces that we built to support each other and love.
What the hell is she cooking? What's going on? What's she chopping up? Sound like she chopping up carrots, onions, celery. I don't know.
Each other and understand each other. While they're judging us for doing that, maybe if they created some of those spaces of their own, they wouldn't be so fucking lonely. Maybe instead of protecting and safeguarding all the money and the assets you actually don't have, maybe you could focus on protecting and safeguarding each other, but not in the boys will be boys way, but more so in the way of holding each other accountable, which I know makes you guys uncomfortable because you don't actually speak to each other, but that's a whole different conversation.
Let's be so for real, 90% of all men's struggles and problems come from women. Let's just start there. Let's be so for real, the reason that so many women don't act.
True. She honest about that. A lot of them do. And it be some minor, simple shit. Like a lot of it can be so petty. They don't have nothing to do with nothing, but just want to be petty. It's like, what the hell, man?
Actually care about men's mental health, even though they claim to care about mental health, is because it would be a reason for them to actually have to look in the mirror when 90% of all men's problems are created by women. And what's actually fucked up is women will say that men need to open up and like they care about men's mental health, but guess what?
Just to piggyback off of what she just said, a large number of women do not want to look at themselves in the mirror. They run from the fucking mirror. They'll do whatever that they can not to look at themselves in the mirror. Because in their minds, it's not them. It's all men.
The moment that a man actually does start to open up, the first thing out of her mouth is like, what did you do to deserve that? What did you do wrong? The crazy part about all of it is that y'all will sit here and say that you want a man's vulnerability, you want him to open up to you, but the moment that he does, you look at him as weak, you call him gay. How many times have women come on this app and told men that they're soft for opening up? Or that men can't even like cry at their own weddings, or if they're in therapy, that means that there's something wrong with them. So regardless, when it's her fault, he still gets blamed. And when it's actually his fault, he's still going to get blamed.
But when I hear women talk like that, once again, it goes back to those childhood trauma. It goes back to the those childhood experiences. It all goes back there because ain't no logical, good woman with good sense and good character gonna sit up there and bash a man. You will know a person who they are by the fruit that they bear.
You guys wonder why these men shut down. But also, men don't need to walk around being these perpetual victims and in their victimhood the same way that women do. Genuine question, what safe space have women created for each other than bashing each other, critiquing each other, sleeping with each other's boyfriends, talking shit about each other behind each other's backs? It's a perpetual cycle of being like this mean girl. But not only that, y'all will preach fucking sisterhood until you're blue in the face while you gaslight each other, manipulate.
But they'll fuck around and fuck over sisterhood and destroy that and hate on each other. But men, man up, set your limitations. Know when to say no. Even as a man, you have to say no. Even as a man, you have to pick up your shoulder pads and your helmet and walk away.
Manipulate each other, manipulate men, and call it women empowerment. So is that what you consider a safe space, womanhood, a great group of friends? It's fucking fake. And the only reason that you guys use each other is to validate each other's feelings, because the moment that a woman doesn't validate another woman, y'all are not friends anymore. Men don't need to walk up to their friends and feel validated and in the right for things that are going on because they're solution-based human beings.
And that's another reason why a large number of those women are on social media, on TikTok, Instagram, taking the pictures, twerking, doing all this, whatnot, just to get validation and get attention and get likes and get views and all of that bullshit.
Men don't need this village behind them that basically perpetuates a toxic cycle and keeps them in their victimhood the same way that women do. Most women don't actually care about men's mental health. It's about being validated in a sensitive way that is selfishly driven to be in their victimhood, and it actually has nothing to do with giving a fuck about men or men's mental health. Okay, bye.
I just want to get this off my chest. This message is not for the women. This message is for all you dumbass bitches that bash men every day, all day. Y'all dumbass single mothers that don't know how to take care of no kids but act like y'all do. Men already get bashed every single day. We get killed by police. We get lied on. All types of shit. The world evolves around trying to bring a motherfucking man down. We can't even have a Father's Day. You got bitches saying fuck Father's Day, happy Father's Day to me.
But if you turn around and say fuck Mother's Day, it'd be a problem. If you turn around and say there's a lot of mothers that don't deserve to have a Mother's Day because there's a large number of mothers out there that are bad and wicked as well, that are not good mothers. You got some good mothers out there, and you got some bad mothers out there.
I'm the father, all this bullshit. And then when it comes to the Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, they got the nerve to mix that shit in with pride. So now motherfucking bitches got jokes like you see how men's mental health awareness, pride and Father's Day is in the same month. Oh, niggas is gay. Y'all got a lot of motherfucking jokes. Y'all don't know what men go through on a daily basis, but y'all bitches sure need a nigga for money, and y'all bitches still be quick to jump on a nigga dick and all that dumb shit.
Men, stop giving women your money. Stop it. Stop it. Keep your peace. Spend money on yourself. Subscribe, like, comment, and share this video. I'm growing. I believe I'm approaching 90,000 subscribers. Let's keep it going. Please, please, let's keep it going.
Victory lap.